we're back again with some more Julie. I don't know what build we're going to be going for this time, but hopefully something a little different from last time. Drill build would be fun. Always like dinos, maybe cybersecurity. Or even just some weird jank. We'll see what we end up with. Okay, so we got companion core and weaponized core. I do like both of these. I like companion core quite a bit. Let's go with companion core. Companion core actually like income, just because there's a lot of getting a lot of upgrades for your friends. You gotta get a lot of, you gotta like swap them out a lot. There's a lot of shops that need to go on with this that you don't need to do as much with other cores. With these three, I do like medium items. There's a lot of early friends that are medium sized. Early game friends. We got, I mean, Brick Buddy's not bad. We'll grab him. We have a lot of money to play with. We'll grab a drill as well. We'll grab Pulse Rifle as well. It's a pretty good one. With the setup we have, give me 1 sec. My cat is freaking out. Okay, I don't know what her problem is. Hopefully she won't interrupt too much. Anyway, of these three, I don't really like Silk very much on Dooley. It is playable, but you don't have a ton of small items to work with it. Kyverdrone does have a skill that's quite good, as well as some feathers, and this one can give you tape. I think we're going to go with Kyverdrone in this case. We should be fine, although if you empty your board entirely of any items, you kill Kyverdrone for free, at least in the current patch, so if you ever have like Companion Core solo, don't leave it on the board against him. I don't know if it still kills you, but at least it used to, because the stinger slows, which gives the weapons extra damage. But if you take everything off the board, you win by like 9 HP or something like that, so. But Brick Buddy should be able to keep us alive here regardless. The always exciting first fights where effectively nothing happens. Yeah, so the main thing we're looking for are the feathers or the crane. Crit is also okay. We don't care too much about the other two. And do I want to upgrade it? The companion core is generally pretty strong early on. It can allow you to get much higher haste uptime on your friends, so we're going to grab that. Brick Buddy's also a consideration for upgrades, but I think we'll pass for now. I'm going to look in Curio because there's a chance he could drop us knee brace. I know I'm giving up the XP, which is pretty bad, but Hope could be good in a lot of builds. Feathers, just good to grab. I will grab... Oh. I don't know if that cloak is going to get used yet, but it's nice to have it in case we need it. It's good with like thermal lance, it's good with drill, it's good with bell temporarily, it's good with pulse rifle if I want to do that kind of setup. So I do die here because he has a catfish. Classic. There's not really much you can do about that, unfortunately. What they got? They got catfish and restorative illusion. Kind of messed up. It doesn't even need haste. It just solos you. If you have like armored core, just catfish solos you like day 1 and 2. That's kind of brutal. But not the end of the world. I think with what we got offered, there wasn't really a way to win that, so I'm not gonna stress about it. And we did take income, which makes you pretty likely to lose the first couple days. Okay. Mountain Pass is good. We're going to take it for the XP. I'm not going to click this because it's very unlikely to give you a... Just thinking. This makes you very unlikely to get a fight in the first couple days. Not very unlikely, but it's less likely. We'll take that and we'll look for a snail. Look at that. Snail and Aiden. Perfect. I'm not going to refresh because there's no point yet. We'll save the feather. This surprisingly is a pretty decent early game setup. Because the snail counts as 2 triggers for the drill. And the companion core is also 2 triggers. So it actually goes fairly fast. And then we have the skill for a snail. So we'll definitely kill Scrapper, no problem. See, it's going off pretty well. From Scrapper, we're mainly looking for rust, especially if we end up doing a drill build later in the game. because rust is like a round start trigger for drill, and you can work off other stuff with it, like when you freeze, or when you slow freeze, and then when you freeze, haste, etc. So you can make your own bootleg rigged. Granola bar actually isn't terrible. It's like a decent early shielding item. I don't think we go to Curio again. We'll probably do... So power drill is just like 25 extra damage, which isn't insubstantial early in the game. Aiden with the extra with the extra haste is pretty good. Brick Buddy also not horrible, but I think the main candidates are Aiden or Snail at the moment. Because 1 extra second of slow is pretty substantial. Based on my current board, I'll just take the Snail because we're actively using him. I know I can use Aiden before the fight. We'll go with this for now. Look, it doesn't do too much for Companion Core, so we're gonna skip that one. Small Friend isn't terrible. We're gonna go to mediums, because again, there's a lot of mediums. Let's take Power Drill. It's pretty cheap for 25 damage. Although silver to gold is where I usually go a little on upgrading it. Pulse Rifle is okay. I don't really want to do the Pulse Rifle build, though, with what we've got set up here. I'm gonna put an Aiden. I'm gonna put him next to the core, because he provides haste to other items. And he's not great at bronze at doing this, but later, once you get, I'll put that in as well. Once you get him upgraded, he can, when he's next to the core, he'll haste like all your other items. Pick up. And also he provides triggers for the drill, as well as charging the core, so it's good to just keep him going as fast as possible, really. I wish I had blast doors for this, but I did not see one. Got a right-handed on Lottie. Aiden might carry me long enough here for us to get the kill. Be a little tricky though, because they do have magic box. It looks like it was no problem at all, actually. Easy peasy. It's not a great build. He's going for like a wide weapons pig build, which I haven't seen many people having much success with. I guess you can do like slingshots okay or whatever it's called. Right. I'm just gonna put this on you for now. So medium items is tempting, but it's very important to eat chocolates early. As you can see, we have like 400 HP, and so 150 from this is like a gigantic boost. There. Yeah, see, we're all the way up to 550, which is a gigantic early. It's like an entire extra level. Ballista is really strong, especially if we're doing like a full friend setup. If we're doing drill, she's not as good. We do have a good setup for drill. We'll take her. I have the money for it. We'll see if she's not going to be good right now because she's still silver, but later in the game she definitely gets a lot better, especially if you get like a pyrocarbon setup and like metronome, all that kind of stuff. Not much to say here. I always pick Aetherite because rigged is one of the most insane skills in the game. Round start haste is extremely powerful since they removed most of the other sources of it. Oh, yep, there we go. We got it. That makes me more likely to go for a drill build in general, just because I don't want to get the Aiden upgrade, honestly. Just because like the round start haste lets you really get the drill going. I forgot that we had that. My bad. With this for now. I want to upgrade this, probably. Bronze skills kind of suck. There's not really much reason to do it. And if we keep it as just 2, there's a pretty good chance I'll get a skill upgrade vendor, and I'll be able to upgrade a rig to something a little better. Do this. Let's do B1, B2 for a little bit of extra cooldown. I don't have a ton of money for silver items, and there's not many that I would want anyway. Use it. I think we just use it. It's fine. Pretty decent setup. We don't have a ton of defenses at this point, but the slow from the snail might keep me alive.
But I've seen my share of storms.
Reasonably well. Yeah, it's a poison Vanessa anyway. I don't know what this Vanessa's doing. It's a struggle. She's got 3 poison. She got 3 burn skills, but never found a burn item. I feel that. I do feel that. I'm sorry, Vanessa.
You should put it toward
And she also has a silencer, but didn't find a weapon. She got cinders, still certain for a burn. It's rough out here. Right. Build's still working pretty well, especially considering I took start that I took. More health is really good, but I really need to search for a metronome. Walter's actually pretty good too. We'll take a Walter. Also take Bomb Squad in case we get like Carl. We're gonna do one of those setups. Crypto is free money if you're willing to micromanage it, which I guess I am today. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm too lazy. We'll keep an eye on it. How many weapons we want right now, so we'll just go for the Mountain Pass. It's Hydra Dude or Prince Marianas, as he's now called.
We want the world.
He's not bad. As long as you go fairly quick, he doesn't kill you. He just ramps up his crit and damage quite a lot with the electric eels, especially if you like really fast firing stuff. But I think with our setup, in particular, this piranha is a scary one because of the double crit damage. Walter trigger's not bad. The coconut. So we ended up getting some more health anyway, so not at the end of the world there.
My training is about letting go of what holds you down. Think you're ready for that?
I'm gonna take slow and steady. It gives us a source of scaling with Chem Snail Power Drill. And then later in the game, if we do end up going for a drill build, it gives us another out for, like if you get like a slow drill, it gives you scaling. Because if you get like a slow drill and then no way to scale it, you just kind of like plink them for 100 damage per second and you die to the double whammy or whatever. So
Corrupted. Restarting.
like 1, maybe 2 Walter triggers there. I wasn't paying enough attention. Good job, Walter. Got us whole 20 HP. My man's been worth a whole chocolate bar.
Discounts for
We'll check
peace.
this. Walter upgrade. I will take the Walter upgrade.
Your aura guided me.
Even if I take him off the board for PvP, he's just good to have around. I'm gonna leave him on for now. I don't have anything better. A man is just good to have around. Actually, he might. I was considering putting in Bomb Squad, but
You're huge.
because it's 1 extra drill trigger, I am gonna refresh this. We have enough money. Okay. Well, there is DJ Robot. Objectively, it is the correct decision at this point in the game, even though it's gonna get nerfed later, so this won't be particularly.
Here's some gold.
Might as well. We'll grab him.
I only sell things so I can buy things. Huge things.
And then we want to swap in as many friends as possible. It doesn't really matter where I put everything. Something like this is probably fine. We'll sell Belle and Granola just to make some room. I shouldn't have done that. I should save them for when we hit a vendor where they're worth more, but it's fine. We'll do this setup. This is getting nerfed next patch, so it won't be particularly useful in the future, but hopefully we can transition this into a more interesting build. It's just kind of like a strong aggro option early. And yeah, see, this is why you take like chocolates and stuff. I have like double this guy's health, which is extremely substantial. Not that he has like
Defeat
a
does
build,
not
but
defeat
you
me.
know, we're trying. Looks like they took enchant. Oh, it's a deadly illusory. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that's actually not bad. Adjacent friends of 25 crit. Did not know it did that. Only got 1 friend, but I could see that with like a pufferfish or something. Okay. There's not really any upgrades we have for B1 and B2 at this point. 3 silvers, which is was that 60 L? I think we'll just go to Quixel.
I'm Quixel, master merchant or something.
Copperite is worse than anything we've got here, so we'll refresh. Love it. We will take Nitro. It enables a lot of builds later in the game.
About this.
Specifically builds with like Pyrocarbon or Solar Farm, things like that. I don't really need any loot items for this setup, so we'll just go for 3 items. Security camera's not bad. It's worth a fair bit, so I'll take it. Again, chocolate bars is good, but we gotta go for friends. Microdave might be better than Snail. I like Snail just for the slow though, so we're gonna hold off on switching. Okay, I guess we're doing a DJ build. I don't really want to, but I guess. Well, it's unfortunate, but we'll sell the crypto so I have room.
Now you listen to Doody, okay? He's fighting for all of us.
And at this point, we will swap out the snail and the bomb squad for more of these. I will keep Walter just because getting more HP is quite strong. And remember, at least for the remaining time with this, whenever you have a nanobot, don't put them next to the wall. Like, this is just bad because it loses a whole second of cooldown. You can see it goes from 5 to 4, so make sure they're always between other friends. This guy's free, and if we get augmented weaponry, it's very strong with DJs.
Now pay your taxes.
Yeah, see, they delete everything. This build definitely deserves the nerf it's getting quite soon. It's also just like a one item full board. Like, it's not very interesting. So. Okay, so we got a good chance of getting upgraded rigged, so I'm gonna look in here. Perfect. You can see rigged when you upgrade, it goes from 2 to 3 items. It's quite good, especially if you are doing a drill build, which we might still do later in the game.
With no weapons?
I don't really want
Believe
either of
I'm
these.
so glad.
Apparently welding helmet's like surprisingly good, but I've never done it myself. We're gonna dump the shadow cloak in order to pick up schematics. There's blast doors. It's a little late for blast doors though. It also doesn't really fit in the nano build. You're just trying to burst them down, so the extra shields don't really help you out much.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
It's a one weapon grenade build. Yep. It's a deadly grenade. Deadly grenade's actually surprisingly like scary because it has double crit damage. However, nanobots are a dumb build.
More plunder.
Not particularly interesting to play. It's basically like a Vanessa build on Dually, to be honest. You just kind of have a bunch of little dudes on the board and wipe people out. Don't know anything to upgrade again. This happens a lot with the friend build. Like, I could upgrade like Aiden or one of the nanos, but it's just not worth it. Instead, I'm gonna look for silver skills. Anything that buffs the whole board is really good here. This one's good. Any additional freezes or slows you can get are very, very strong. Much more so than you would probably expect early on. Especially with these builds, because it'll buy you time to, I should have gone with the docks, I'm silly. Especially if they buy you time to do your game plan here. We're gonna sell the drill. Get some chocolates. This build does kill the Lich. It's kind of funny, considering how simple it is, but yeah, I guess that's how it is. It did freeze 2 of my nanos, which is pretty bad. It's better than it freezing the DJ, but I'd still prefer like Walter and Aiden. But we should still kill him though. Yeah, see, even the Lich stands no chance against your little egg army. That's very, very strong. Okay, this is a pretty high roll build. So you can see we've got like rigged, which gives round start haste. We freeze at round start, and then we slow all their items for 3 seconds. This is kind of disgusting, we'll be honest. I'm gonna refresh. We're looking for, again, board-wide stuff. None of these help me here. We'll take conflagration in case we need to pivot later in the game. We probably won't, especially with the Lich skill. But it could happen.
Every item finds its buyer. It's a relationship, you know?
A funny pivot you can do with this is
How do
Thermal
you
Lance.
newslings use these things?
I'm just digging at the moment.
Okay, now
Carl's not a bad pickup here. I could swap him out for Walter and Aiden, but I don't think I need him. If you have stuff like Flashy Pilot, Race Carl can be a very powerful pickup, but we don't have any of those sorts of things. But yeah, sorry, I was saying with Thermal Lance, if you have like this kind of setup, like if this was your Thermal Lance, this is actually surprisingly strong. It provides quite a lot of haste to this, and it gives you a lot of burn. It's useful if you need to pivot, because the nanobots fall off later in the game, and so it is a reasonable way to slowly transition out of that build into something more reasonable. Right, so this is a rocket launch cybersecurity. Interesting. There's blasters as well, which is quite strong here, but it's only bronze blasters, so we'll probably be okay. Also, yeah, the board's wide slow. This is pretty gross. It's pretty gross. The main thing we're looking for now is, again, just the skills that buff our whole board, or a good enchantment for the DJ, and then upgrading him, or Bulldozer, or Robotics Factory. Those are the main setups. So there's Drill again, we don't need it. I don't think I can afford it if we find... Yeah, I was about to say, it's 10. And turns. That'd be 14, 16. Sorry, that'd be 10, 24. Oh, I think it's enough actually. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 24. Yeah, we can afford bulldozer. Okay. Perfect. You do lose a little bit of damage on your nanos, but the cooldown reduction is quite strong. So it's usually worth it to throw in a bulldozer over a few extra small friends. Sadly, we lose our Walter knee brace, but it should still be fine. The health shouldn't matter too much at this point. We're already pretty far ahead from Chocolates and Walter. Plasma rifle, not going to be useful in this case. Silver tier item, I guess. I should have gone for the loot. There's not really much loot I would want. Like, I'm not even going to go into the shop because there's nothing I want there. I guess we do gumballs. Red gumballs are quite strong with our current setup just because it buffs all of your nanos at once. Although, of course, there's no guarantee we'll get them. Yeah, see, it's fine. We'll actually go to Jules Cafe just to guarantee the win here with an extra ton of damage on our nanos. Yeah, sorry, this build isn't going to be particularly interesting. It's probably just going to roll to 10 wins, to be honest. Unless we run into some crazy people, which is very possible. Although the round start slow makes it hard for anyone to compete. If we need to, like game, we can transition to drill super easily because this setup would instantly trigger our drill. And then we could just, you know, if we get it looping, it would instantly go off. Gold is interesting. I don't have enough money to go to gold, so we're just going to go to study event. And we're going to take some chalkies. Already passed Barcoon, so I'm going to instantly sell them. We're just going to XP max. So we're already at the enchant. I could do Bill or DJ Robot. Both are pretty solid. The skill would also be completely insane here due to the round start slow, but we'll see. It's not super likely you get it. Okay, didn't think so. What do we got? Slow effects. This one actually is pretty good. I'm going to put it on DJ Robot. The reason is if we get an upgrade, it'll put it on the nanos, and each of the nanos has like, it's like 1 for 2 seconds on each nano, which is crazy. And DJ Robot also goes off a lot, and the 2 for 3 is quite nice. We don't need a core upgrade anymore. See, there's Pyrocarbon. It's quite good. We don't have any of the... I sold Nitro, so we don't really need it anymore. Also, I should have saved. And my bad. Unless there's anything to upgrade. There is a couple that would be worth upgrading. Rigged again. Slow and steady is actually interesting. We don't really need another rigged, although it's hard to pass it up. How much does this do? So for slows all enemy items, it would give me like another. Let's say they have like 5 items on average. It's like another 20 damage per nano. That's quite a lot, to be honest. We're gonna take that over rigged. I don't really need the extra rigged triggers. Although in most builds you should definitely upgrade rigged there. It is extremely strong, especially as you get it up to like diamond. Basically haste your whole board. So they also have rigged. But round starts slow once again. It is pretty ridiculous. Also the upgraded slow, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, the upgraded slow with the DJ Robot, especially upgraded, will be, or slow to damage, will be quite strong. I'll take XP. Gonna keep stacking it. Don't do any poison. Okay, so this skill vendor is not great on most builds. It's gonna be mostly core skills and occasionally friend skills, but that's pretty much what we're looking for here. So we're gonna go for that one. And hope we hit. We didn't. It's a whiff. I'm not gonna take any of these because they don't do anything and they would just clog up our skills. But in general, you're looking for like Beautiful Friendship, I think it's called, which would let the nanos scale a little better. They already do get some scaling from Slow and Steady, but I guess it was not meant to be. But in any case, we're just gonna keep rolling here. There's not really much to say, to be honest. It's an extremely brain dead build with no real interaction needed. We got our cloak back. Unlikely it'll be needed, but it could be, I guess. I don't have enough money to go to pretty much any of these, so we'll just take the regen. Again, I don't have money to go to that. It would be nice. Well, no, I don't. Go to Artisan Dunes and just buff one of the nanos. Make the ult to your friend because this could be DJ or Bulldozer. It's an Angry Bloom bot. That's okay. Yeah, that's the skill we're looking for right there. Beautiful friendship. Use a friend, your weapons gain 3 damage. So every time one of these goes off, it buffs all the other ones. And since you have a ton of friends, it just kind of infinitely loops them. Gets them really big really fast. But we don't really need it. Just slow and steady is honestly more than enough at the moment. We also have Bill for if we get run into like a super tanky build. Bill's scaling will quickly get out of control and will be enough to take him out. Another thing we really want is the crits from Haste one. I mean, that one's funny. Yeah, crit from Haste. It's quite strong. What's it called? I don't even remember. I'll put it up on screen, but it's a very strong skill with this setup. Dinos. I do love dinos, but day 10 is way too late for you. I'm sorry, Mamasaur. Next time, hopefully. I could take, putting on for Boss Hero. His skill is the, when any non-weapon is used slow, which is quite good since we only have one non-weapon and we scale from slows, but I also don't think most enemies are going to be... They're going to be using any weapons, so I'm not too, I'm not hunting that too much. So for this one, you definitely want to upgrade the Bulldozer. You never really want to upgrade your DJ robot. The only way you get the extra nanos is when you buy, or basically anytime you click to get the upgrade. So if you get them for free, or if you get them in a shop, or whatever. Otherwise, you don't get any. Bunker's nice, but I don't have any shield items. Hacksaw, terrible item. Hopefully they change it at some point. Motherboard does nothing for us, and neither does home. Skills are most important here. I could get another robot there, but I don't like that. Do I have the money for it? I do. Much a crit on Bill is nice. I don't have one weapon. So yeah, we'll go for the... Oh wait, I don't have enough actually. Whoops. Only 16 more and I need... Oh no, I have enough. I was doubting my own math. Yeah, the extra crit on Bill is nice because if we run into a tanky build, he's gonna get really big, and then the extra crit can just like snipe him. This guy's fairly tanky. Looks like a double matchbox, maybe. Yep. Mantis shrimp is kind of interesting. Ice cream truck could be annoying. I think we probably still have this though. The slow from DJ Robot is just kind of nuts. Okay, look, its scaling these really hard. And see, Bill's already up to like 1200.
That was impressive.
No problem there. Yeah, I don't know about this build. It's, I'm personally glad it's going away. It was very strong, but it's just not very fun, honestly. I just don't find it fun. Why am I clicking this? I don't have money for this. Hello again, Mamasaur. Really gotta pay more attention. But I don't know, so this build just... the middle guy's kind of nice to go for because you can get Juggler to make Bill, like, much more of a force in a lot of fights. But it's also not. I don't think. Instead, we'll just EXP max. Blizzard is also kind of crazy. Although, I don't even know if we need it, to be honest. Good diamond skill. Intrusion countermeasures would be pretty nuts.
It's not humility, a deception.
Okay, well this is insane because we round start freeze, so I'm gonna take Frozen Shot, so our first volley goes off even faster. Always go to Hattie. Medium Shop might have been the better choice just because I could get an extra DJ potentially. Who can resist spinning the wheel? Loot? Not great. great, not terrible.
You are a quick study.
I've certainly had worse. We're gonna buff up Nano again. We're gonna buff up Bill with the crit. Any tools? No, we'll just go for skill upgrades. That one is extremely good. Alright. This guy's also 9 wins, so hopefully we beat him. If this build goes too much longer, we'll start falling off, but I think we probably get him. That's an interesting one. Let's double matchbox with a rivet gun to, get the matchboxes really going. Got a fixer, which is a little scary if it ever goes off. I don't know that it does. There we go. No problem. Well, there you go. That was the DJ build and why it's getting nerfed. Because it is dumb. It is very dumb. But still, hopefully you learned something from that at least. I know it was not the most interesting build, but it got the job done. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you